What measures will President Cyril Ramaphosa announce tonight in his State of the Nation address to help Eskom out of its severe financial difficulty? That's the 420 billion rand question on the minds of policymakers, mining companies, workers and unions. The largest power utility in Africa is also the largest of South Africa's state-owned enterprises. Debt-laden, corruption-hindered infrastructure drain, that's a basket of problems with few solutions in sight. CEO Pakamani Hadebe told delegates at the mining indaba this week that the utility is currently borrowing money to service its debt. Tariff increases at least 3 times the inflation rate are the plea of its leadership. The National Energy Regulator is also hearing calls for why the over 50% price hikes should not be granted. NERSA is expected to announce its decision on Friday, the 15th of March. An unbundling of the utility has been touted by Hadebe, splitting Eskom into generation, distribution and transmission. It would shock very few if today saw President Ramaphosa announce this change. Despite opposition from trade unions, people agree that Eskom is the biggest risk to the nation's sustainability. For more on this, I'm joined by Chris Yelland. He joins me live on Skype. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. President Ramaphosa expected to give clarity on Eskom, and many are expecting that means an announcement of a splitting of the company.
Yes, there are different options that people are considering, and there is a lot of speculation, and we will hear tonight. But there has been talk about splitting Eskom into 3 units, 3 legal entities, transmission, generation and distribution. But there are many other options that are possible. Perhaps not a big bang approach, but a phased approach where they might create the transmission group as a subsidiary company of Eskom Holdings as a precursor to further restructuring. The primary goal, I think, will be to establish what is known as an independent system and market operator out of the business of the transmission group of Eskom. And as a first stage, this could be a subsidiary of Eskom before it is separated from Eskom into a fully independent legal company with the state as a shareholder.
Eskom's got about 450 billion rand worth of debt, and there's commentary that splitting up is only going to split up the debt, not get rid of the systemic issues at the power utility.
Yeah, certainly I do really believe that government, the shareholder, is going to have to come in with some equity. A figure of 100 billion rand has been mentioned. Some would argue that this is not enough, but it will be a phased injection, not all at once. Spread the burden, over a period of time as the money to quite the end grants in.
We apologise for that break in transmission. We seem to have been problems with Skype, and Chris Yelland there discussing Eskom with us. Now, after the break, we'll continue with our focus on SOEs. We'll also take a look at PRASA, which has been engulfed in allegations of corruption and mismanagement. Do stay with us.